Pastor, I've been a full-time worship leader for over 35 years. I've served as worship pastor for small churches and mega churches. Cross-cultural, cross-generational worship has been the absolute joy of my life. By God's grace, we've been privileged to minister at outreaches, at high schools, colleges, in black churches, white churches, Hispanic churches, Catholic, Methodist, Presbyterian, Baptist, and Pentecostal churches, to some of the kingdom's most powerful conferences, revivals, and crusades, and also before presidents and heads of states. And yet the greatest joy of my ministry life, besides winning the lost, is I've raised up worship leaders who have shaped the worship movement of this generation. With a discography of over 30 albums, Billboard charting songs, 2 honorary doctorates, and global ministry across 6 continents, Pastor, it is my desire to pour the worship wisdom I have acquired over the years into others. I am doing that through a school of ministry I founded called the James Ministries Arts College, also known as the M.A.C. Over 35 years of full-time ministry, 17 of those years serving a pastor and a local church, I have insight and perspective I'm releasing through the M.A.C. that those up and coming, as well as those who've been serving for a while, need to hear. Ecclesiastes 10:10 in the NLT says, using a dull axe requires great strength. So sharpen the blade. That's the value of wisdom. It helps you succeed. Pastor, I'm sure you have an awesome worship ministry. If you give them to me for 3 to 6 months by allowing them to be students of the M.A.C., they will be sharper and equipped with a greater capacity to accomplish more for the kingdom. Give me the young ones who are just getting started in singing or playing instruments. I started playing drums at the age of 6, singing at age 9, playing keyboard at age 11, and by the time I was 14, I was one of the main musicians for my church. Pastor, I want to establish your place of worship as a hothouse for musicians, singers, songwriters, and worship leaders, so you never have to search outside of your congregation where you need someone to fill that space. The next generation of musicians and worship leaders for your church should be those raised in the house you pastor, with your DNA married to your vision and loyal to your heart as spiritual sons and daughters. I will train them to be the art to your heart, the soundtrack to your sermons. I will train your musicians to be the music score and melody of your core messages. I will train your songwriters to hear the songs in what you are saying. I will train your producers to hear the music production in your proclamation. Next to you and your voice, the worship leaders and worship team are the most dominant sound and the most visible faces of your church. After 3 to 6 months at the M.A.C., they will be trained to be your greatest intercessors, biggest amen corner, and the greatest supporters of your vision and mission. The M.A.C. offers online classes which can be taken immediately, and in-person classes that will start January 2027 at the M.A.C. campus in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Online student subscriptions is $59 a month per subject. If a student wants to take more than one subject, you can see the plans at our website, Eddie James M.A.C. However, we have 2 amazing church plans. For $100 a month, you can get 3 subscriptions. This could be for your core worship staff, your worship leader, your admin, and your music director. Once they are equipped, they will be able to equip others. We also have a $250 church plan. For $250 a month, you can get up to 15 subscriptions. That's around $16 to $17 a month per person. This could be for your entire worship team, your band, singers, key admin, or your production team, sound, lights, screens, camera crew. For young people who are just learning how to play or sing, or for people who simply want to grow as worshipers. The great thing about church plans that's different from the single subscription is that every person on the church plan has all access to everything the M.A.C has to offer. Every teaching, every music lesson, all the additional resources, you can access all of that on any of the church plans. Online M.A.C students can go at their own pace, or you can go through courses together as a worship team or as a church congregation. Also, students will have the opportunity to interact with me and other teachers through Zoom calls at least once a month. Pastor, let the M.A.C sharpen the worship acts of your house. Let the M.A.C establish a program for those who've never played or sung before, so that the next generation of musicians and singers are raised in your house. Give the M.A.C the opportunity to serve you and your house by equipping and empowering the creatives you pastor. Get a church plan subscription to the M.A.C that serves you and your people best today.